Greetings and salutations, my name is Xenogard, and today we're going to be taking a look at RUNGORE, the beginner experience. It is a roguelike, auto-battling deck builder is the best way I can put it. We'll go ahead and play the dungeon today. We have a choice of 3 different characters. We got Knight Guy, Ranger Guy, Laga Guy. I think we'll go with Knight Guy. He recovers HP after battle. It's the first character you play with. So essentially, the game plays itself. It auto-battles, much like you would think. It is a deck builder, but it's not like traditional deck builders. We do have a deck in that... So this is essentially our deck. Instead of like having a specific deck that we draw from and we add cards to, we get a choice of 3 cards in between every combat, and this is kind of our deck selection right here. So we can go ahead and get armor. Take some armor here, hero attacking opponent. There's a lot of like memes and references in this game. You could do something like attacks give armor for 4 seconds. That could be pretty good. So anytime we attack, we gain armor. I think we'll go ahead and go with that. So that is essentially our deck. And there is a pool of cards that each character has that spawn in that little selection. We can use cards at any point in time. We can use as many as we want during a combat. Probably more prudent to hang on to at least some cards early on. We get another choice of 3 cards. Increase all armor gain by 2. I like the idea of that. Attacks an enemy and gives armor. Gives 3 armor and upgrades every time we play it. And then attacks and stuns enemy for 2 seconds. Do we want that over something else? I kind of want the attack and stun, just in case we need it. Marked is target take 25% more damage. The Knight kind of like synergizes well with doing marks and a lot of armor type things. The Knight Guy. So we can change which enemy we want to attack. Like, I would rather attack the bomb, to be honest. We got a little stun off on the bomb. It's about to go off, so we're gonna go ahead and attack him before he kills us. You can see the little countdown timers at the top. The game is very frenetic and fast-paced, so it is really hard to talk about the game while it is playing because it's all happening in real time. Change all cards to cards of another class and add a couple. Randomize your stats or don't do anything. How would you like to break this game? I mean, let's randomize our stats. Let's do something like that. Okay, well, maybe not the best. Maybe not the best. I believe that this is our attack speed, and I think this goes down. So I think the lower this is, the faster we attack. Like, this is more like attack delay than speed. I believe that is how that's read. Anyway, choose cards, doubles current armor. No, well, gives armor. We already have a hat. We don't need another hat. We can apply a mark. Attacks enemy, implies a mark. Attacks enemy, implies mark. I think we'll do something like that. We have things that add... We do have things that add armor. In that case, we'll take the double armor. Go, go, go. You can see the enemy's stats up here in the top left. You can also see an overview of what the enemies do before you enter combat. We should probably mark one of these guys and then do that again, taking a little bit of damage here. Fortunately, we heal a little bit of it after every fight. You see the enemy listed here. He has 30 health, 2 to 6 attack, has a attack delay of 2.5 seconds, and applies a random effect to everybody. Go ahead, apply mark, give a mark trigger card. Give 3 armor, upgrades after every play. I think we'll take that. And then distributes 1 marks between enemies. That sounds pretty good. Go and use that. Every time our cards get played, they just like go into the ether. Nothing really happens to them. At least with this class. With other classes, there are like different synergies. Like there's an exhaust mechanic where cards that are exhausted are instead of not being able to draw them anymore, we don't get them as a selection of our choice of cards anymore. So let's go ahead, and I think we're going to... The next is like a little mini boss enemy. He's just a corpse, nothing interesting here. I can tell you for a fact that he's not just a corpse. You'll see what I mean in a second. I think we're going to maybe take give armor, and if enemies marked, gives twice as much. Maybe just take other mark synergies. Maybe take another one of these cards and... Increases weapon attack speed might be pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I think this is fine. Now let's go ahead, speed up. Good. Give ourselves a little bit more armor, and maybe even more armor here. This guy's going to just start getting quicker and quicker, although we're doing a ton of damage to him, so I'm not super concerned about it at the moment. Mark and a mark trigger card attacks enemy. If he's marked, attacks once more. We're gonna do that. Just get him knocked out a little bit quicker. So we get a choice of an artifact. These will continue and persist through the run as we go forward. Increase the amount of marks applied by 1. Could be pretty good. Hero saves half his armor after battle. Ooh, that could be really good. Doubles hero attack until he takes damage. So I'm thinking between one of these two. I kind of am tempted to take this, just because we have the boots that distribute 1 mark between enemies, so this would be 2 marks. I don't know if it would be 2 marks to the same enemy or 2 marks in total, but then saving half the armor between battle is actually incredibly beneficial. I think we'll do that, and we'll just try to grab a lot more armor cards if possible. So something like this, and maybe even the stun. If an enemy's mark, give twice as much. Nah, we'll take something like that. What does this do? Increases weapon attack speed by 4. I mean, that's just an overall better weapon. So I think we'll take that. Scroll wheel. Okay, so you can scroll and see what the various enemies do. Now, I know they are adding some things. I read the devlogs for things that they're adding to the game soon. And there is like a bullet time effect that is coming to the game. There is the ability to like actually not have to use a card to select which enemies you would like to attack. Those are both things I would think would do very, very well in the game. Every 2 attacks applies mark. I think that's even better than our attack speed, personally. But I'm not entirely sure. Our attack speed did go down quite low. It is now at 0.6 seconds, which I think is insane. But we're actually going to keep that. Attacks 1 enemy, upgrades every time we play it. We'll take that. Attacks enemy and gives an attack card. And then I think we'll take attack enemy and play a mark, maybe, or we'll take the stun here. But they're, yeah, as I said, they're adding like a bullet time option to the game, the ability to select things a little bit easier so you can default attack what you choose. Go ahead and attack this enemy with that. There we go. Have a little bit of poison on us. Apologies for any sounds you might hear in the background. My cat decided it was playtime right when I decided to start recording. Anyway, he's a very cute little boy, and it's okay. Alright, we're gonna take some armor here. Attacks enemy, gives a random card, and increases attack by 15 for 5 seconds. If we don't win, we die. No, thank you. Doubles current armor. Maybe we'll take that. Go Berserk for 10 seconds. Gives 10 attack speed, but here takes 50% more damage. No, I think we're okay with that. We're gonna be up against a bomb. They blow up after 10 seconds. Do we have any way to stun them currently? We do not. Alright, we're just gonna have to take them out as quickly as we possibly can. So they're also adding like close to, I think there's a total of like 15 heroes that you can pick from planned for the game, which is an insane amount of heroes. I'm a huge fan of the art style. It's like very cartoony and bombastic and over the top, very like large muscle bound heroes, and it's an interesting art style, and I like it. It's very in your face. You've encountered a very cute cactus, and now you want to hug it. I mean, obviously we want to hug it. The cactus ignored you. I mean, hug it aggressively. I mean, you bleed. You bleed. Needles tear your flesh apart. Hug more. Cactus is touched by your gesture and offers to help you for your adventure. You gain a new artifact. Return all incoming damage. Awesome. We're gonna have to block up like crazy this next coming turn. Alrighty, what do we want to do here? Attacks give 4 armor for 4 seconds. Yes, please. Fight start gives 6 armor over the mark. Maybe. Actually, you know what? Considering that we have hero saves half his armor after battle, I think we will switch over to that, and then maybe even take some more armor here, but I think some of the stun might be a little bit better. And I believe that should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead. Attacks give armor. Give some more armor. Give some more armor. I think we're good with that. Probably use up these armors as well. Go. Increase attack speed by 6 for 1 second. I mean, that's really good, but I kind of like what we have going on. Use 12 armor upgrades after each play. Definitely want to be taking that. And I think gives an armor card. If enemies marked, gives a second armor card and doubles current armor. I think I'm going to take attacks for 4 seconds. Although doubling current armor could be like insane now that I think about it. Yeah, we're going to do that. we're gonna do that. We're gonna use up these armors back here just to like get them out of the way. And I'm probably going to attack this bomb and stun him. He's got, what is that, 4 seconds, 2 seconds? There we go. We'll stun him right there. Do something like this. Alright, not too bad. We took damage there, but we still have a ton of armor left over. Because armor makes you lose it after 5 seconds. No, I think we're okay. It's just more attack speed. Definitely taking that. Attacks and stuns enemies. Yes, please. And attacks. It attacks an enemy and gives an attack card. Or, well, attacks give armor for 4 seconds. That's fine. I really like this ability. Get a ton of armor every time we attack. Our attack speed's like pretty decent. Some armor there. Slime boss. Alright, going on to the boss's level. Increases max HP by 20. I mean, that could be good, but this increases all of our armor gain. We got a lot going on with armor right now, so I want to stick with that. So we'll take the, gives 12 armor that upgrades after each play. We'll take the stun, I think, and then probably increases attack for 5 seconds here. This enemy, he splits and continually splits after death like a bunch of different times. And it gets a little wild and a little wonky. So we'll do something like that. I'm actually going to immediately try to stun him. I mean, it doesn't matter. Now that I think about it, do something like that, something like that. And I don't even know if we need to use any of this currently. I mean, nothing's really hitting us. I think they're all stunned. Go and just absolutely ham on them right here. If we can go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of more armor, just in case. We're still at like a decent amount. Healing this up very slowly. Alright, I'm okay with that. Armor gain increased by 100%. Increase the amount of marks applied by 1, or give reincarnation with 50 HP once per battle. I mean, knowing me, and knowing that this game kind of ramps up in difficulty the further and further you get along in a run, I kind of am tempted to take that. That's a regeneration every single battle. That's really good. Alright, so what do we want to take here? We have hand, the witch's attack. The question is, do we want to take out the witch first, or do we want to take out the hands first? Kind of tempted to take out the hands first, but we'll see what happens here. As a mark for every 4 armor you have, that could be pretty good for us. Gives armor, and if the enemy's mark gives twice as much armor, could also be pretty good. Applies mark for every 4 armor we have. Well, we're about to have a bunch of armor, I believe. We could do something like that. Maybe not that one, but maybe apply mark and give a mark trigger card. I think that's good. Alright, let's go. Fight this witch. Also, the soundtrack in the game, fantastic. Very, you know, just very hype. Very in your face. Oh, we're doing so much. Alright, we're gonna have to block some of this. Go ahead, double it again. Alright, slowly healing our way back up. Applies mark for every 4 armor we have. No, we're not going to take that one this time. We're going to give the armor. What is this? Attacks a random enemy at the start of the fight? No, I think we're okay. Applies mark and gives a mark trigger card. Could be pretty good for us, so we're going to go with those. I will say, like, it is kind of hard to keep track of all of your cards. I mean, the game is kind of designed in a way that you're meant to, like, be able to very much spam them if you want, but that makes it really hard to kind of know, like, where are my stun cards located? You kind of need to know these things very quickly. I know they are adding, from what I read in the devlog, they're also adding, like, an ability to, like, sort your cards, so maybe that would help. Because at the moment, it really, once your hand gets over, like, you know, 5 or 6 cards, it becomes really hard to kind of pick out very specific individual cards because combat is so frenetic and fast-paced. Alright, let's go. Attacks give armor for 4 seconds. I think we'll definitely be taking that. Probably attacks an enemy and gives an attack card. And then maybe just armor. Just take gives 10 armor. Something like that. There is, like, rarities that I'm just noticing now, that there's, like, this one seems like it's common, this is probably uncommon, and this is probably rare. Something along those lines. You can see them by these, like, little pips at the top. This one's, you know, there's no pip filled in. This one's white, this one's blue, etc. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. Alright. Go ahead and do something like that. Apply a mark, get a card back. There we go. We got 31 health here. It's a long road to the next enemy, so I'll use this time to meditate while still running. I mean, yeah, we never stop running. That's why it's called RUNGORE, I suppose. Next 3 cards you play will be played 3 times. So let's think about this one. Next card we play will be played 5 times. That if we played like this armor card, that's insane. 10% chance for any card to be played twice. I mean, that's pretty good as well. And also, like, the next 3 cards are played 3 times each. That could also be pretty good. I think we're going to go with the next 3 cards we play will be played 3 times. Because, I mean, we could still play this one, like, essentially 6 times. And then we'll see what else we get. Alright, you learn the secrets of the world. Let's go. Let's get it. What do we want to take here? Alright, attacks the enemy 3 times. Yeah, definitely. Every 1 card played gives 2 armor. I mean, that's insanely good. That's even better than the increases all armor gained by 2. This is every card gives us that 2. So we're definitely going to take that. And then we'll take this stun, I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll take the stun just to have it. Immediately attack this guy like this. And then I think we're going to armor up like this. And then armor up like this. And that was all of our cards that were being played a bunch of times. Now we have like a bajillion armor. Go ahead and increase the attack. We need to... There, I was going to say, we need to take out that Necromancer dude. Alright, now we have a ton of armor for a while. Gives Berserk effect while hero has armor. No, I think I like our hat a lot. We'll take the attack. We'll take the attacks, give armor. And attack an enemy and apply a mark? Probably. We're not applying marks very much, so taking these gives armor. If the enemy is marked, gives twice as much. They haven't really been working out for us that well. It's kind of like hard to tell, you know, which thing apply the mark. I mean, now that I'm looking at it, it's much easier to tell. But still. Oh, stupid. Ugh. The mirrors, like, remove cards from your decks. Alright, what do these do? Steal card with every hit, gives them all back after death. The mirrors kind of did, like, something similar. They just automatically used a lot of our cards. Doubles current armor. I think we'll take that. And then give these upgrading cards that give, like, a bunch of armor. We're just gonna keep taking those. I mean, why not? Oh my gosh, we're so low. We're so low. We'll go ahead and double the armor there. Now, they stole all of our cards. All of our cards. Go ahead and double that current armor. Why not? Why not? We have so much armor at the moment, but we have no cards to play currently, which is not good. Not good. Alright, gives armor, makes you lose it after 5 seconds. No, thank you. Alright, gives armor card. If the enemy is marked, gives another. Attacks enemy, gives an attack card. I think we'll take that. Oh, we can apply a mark for every 4 armor we have. I think we'll take that over the attacks give armor. I think something like this. Go ahead, fight this crazy thing. Alright, do something like that. I did those in the opposite order. Do this attack, do this attack. Now this is just gonna play out. I don't know if we're gonna be able to beat this giant monstrosity, this abomination, this absolute Lovecraftian nightmare of a monster that has so much health. So very much health. I mean, I guess we'll find out. We're doing pretty well currently. What do we have? He has 26 marks on him? That's pretty absurd. I don't think I've ever done this well on this boss, but no, we just got, we got 1 shot and then immediately revived. Can we do it again? Can we do it again? Can we get through all of this? He's got 15 seconds. It'd be nice if we could see like a little countdown. Normally you can see a countdown on the enemies. There's like a little timer that shows when they're gonna attack. Didn't seem like we could see one that time. But we made it pretty far, almost got to the end there. I think we probably could have, if we played that a little better against the mirrors and the wardrobe, we could probably get a little bit of a better chance. But anyway, we're gonna go back to the beginning. But yeah, this is RUNGORE, the beginner experience. If you enjoyed the game, you can find a link to it on Steam, where you can check out the demo for yourself, or you can wishlist it if it seems like something you'd be interested in. I definitely would suggest keeping an eye on this one. This one's a lot of fun. It combines 2 different genres that I'm very much in love with, which is deck builders and auto battlers, two like very different things, but they kind of mesh together pretty well, and it's an interesting take on the two genres, in my opinion at least. Anyway, if you liked the video, please give the video a like and maybe comment down below. We just passed 200 subscribers, and that is a big milestone, and I'm very happy and glad that the channel is doing so well. We are working our way towards 300 and eventually getting our way to that 1,000 so we can go ahead and monetize the channel, to be honest. So we can reinvest those earnings back into the channel and take a closer look at some games that I might not normally take a risk on because of the cost. We'll be able to look at a lot more games rather than just demos and things like that. And if you are enjoying the content here on the channel and you're not subscribed already, go ahead and please subscribe. Anyway, my name's been Xenogard. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, night, whatever it is for you. Okay, bye.